at the moment is a special guest, Tribuneshwar Saran Singh, known by his initials T.S. Singhdeo, the Deputy Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. Sir, thank you for your time. Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, I beg your indulgence, sir. I want to start first by asking you about the exit poll numbers. Most exit polls have given an edge to the Congress. How are you seeing it?
We take it with a pinch of salt, Pranesh. Pardon me for saying that, because none of them seem to be able to show a similar number. So you have a similar sort of procedure. All the channels probably follow a similar procedure. But there's so much of a variance that it doesn't appear to be quite 1 + 1 = 2. But till the results are out, we go along with this. And it is a matter of solace for us, some sense of relief for us, that all the channels in their topmost possibilities are showing the Congress in Chhattisgarh leading.
Now, sir, of the 90 seats in the state, what is your assessment?
±60. We should be around 60. Could be a little less, hopefully a little more.
Let's talk about the campaign pitch, sir. The BJP went after the Congress party, highlighted corruption, said, look, the Congress party looted the poor. Also, Mahadev betting scam app was being talked about by the BJP. Do you think that had an impact or it didn't have an impact?
It didn't, because the ED itself has lost its credibility, and it is seen now today as virtually an extension of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the party in power. It is no longer seen as an independent agency, and it is so sad that an agency of that repute is issuing a press release stating that we don't have any facts, there is no electronic trail, yet something has come up, so 508 crores. That is not what an investigation agency does. And then we have the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, who are the topmost leaders in governance in Delhi, who oversee the working of these agencies. It is not proper at all for them to make allegations. They are the people who are supposed to take action. If you know something, don't make an allegation, otherwise you're making yourself complicit. You know that some wrong has been done and you're not doing anything about it. And if you don't know, then please don't go into this very, very unhealthy trend of making allegations. We've seen the Bofors matter, how the Supreme Court adjudicated, sadly 10 to 12 years after Rajiji was not with us after his martyrdom, that there is not a shred of evidence. We went through the coal scam, we went through the 2G scam, and 9.5 years in governance of the NDA, not an iota of evidence has come forward. Nothing has come forward. So this politics of allegations is a very, very, very poor form of politics.
Okay, it's poor, it's shallow, it's not in the good spirit. Now, sir, it's interesting that we're talking about the ED on a day when the DVAC in Tamil Nadu has arrested an ED officer, and the charge is that he was demanding a bribe of 2 crores when was caught red-handed accepting 20 lakhs. Now, many leaders of Team India have said that this is the truth of the Enforcement Directorate. ED is now Extortion Directorate. Is it fair, do you think? Is it fair, to paint the entire agency as rogue when instances like... Yeah.
Exactly, Parnesh, that is exactly what we should be talking about. You paint the entire Congress party as corrupt. When you make an allegation or some scam comes up, you paint another party completely. This party is corrupt. Aam Aadmi is corrupt. This party is corrupt. That party is corrupt. An individual does something wrong, you catch him. So what is happening today is that it has become a norm. If somebody in the ED is caught taking a bribe, then the entire system, the entire edifice of the inquiry agency, it comes under the scanner. And people will start saying ED so, ED like this, ED like that. And this is not the first time. I remember another video recording that channels were showing of 30-odd lakhs on the table of another ED officer. Some months back, another similar matter had come up. So I would personally say that these are individual instances And just like any other individual may be involved in corrupt practices, please don't generalize and paint
Right.
the entire organization, whether it is the Congress or the BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party or XYZ, as corrupt or bad. That
Now,
is exactly the sense of maturity that we seem to be lacking.
right. Now, sir, let's come back to Chhattisgarh and let's talk about elections. Now, is Mr. Baghel the outright CM choice, or are you in the running once again?
Whoever the High Command decides to make, we've sat together, we've talked about it. Bhupesh Bhai, myself, with Shalja ma'am, who's our party in charge, with the PCC president, with our speaker Charandas ji Mahant, with Amruddha Sahu ji, with Shiv Dahiya ji. We have these seniors who sit together and we've been taking calls on all this. And we've come to a unanimous decision that we must avoid all this. It leads to some sense of ill will and a bad taste in the mouth. We must not indulge in this and just simply let it be to our leaders to take the call, and whoever they choose to lead the team, we will go along. All of us will go along with whoever it is, and we must need to work as a team. This is where we start going wrong from day one. I'll become, you'll become, he'll become, they'll become, and that is where everything goes wrong. We are to stay together and work for the interest of Chhattisgarh. That should be the common denominator.
Right. The reason, sir, I asked you that question is because, look, what happened the last time around, there was this, rotational formula that you become the chief minister for 2.5 years, then someone else takes over. That did quite, happen as smoothly as one would have thought.
I don't know if there was a formula because the High Command has never said so. Neither has Bhupesh Bhai nor have I. But it has been in the news, and that is exactly what we must avoid. And I talked to Bhupesh Bhai. I went to his residence and I talked to him exactly about this. Ki Bhupesh Bhai, we are not going to get into this situation that was created by this 2.5 year buzz. And we must work together, and whatever the call is taken, we must not allow a repetition of whatever happened in the last 5 years. That was a bad taste in the mouth. It becomes very difficult to answer questions. Media is curious. They want accountability for the public. It is their rightful duty to, want to present facts to the public. And it becomes very difficult for all of us. Our supporters, our associates, they are always asking, all the time asking, when is the vote taking place? When is what going to happen? When is the change taking place? And it's very, very difficult to manage. So we don't want anything of that sort. One simple call, whatever the High Command decides, we'll all abide by that, and we are unanimous on that.
No, the reason, sir, there are speculations because you see, look what's happening in Congress-ruled Karnataka. Deputy Chief Minister is D.K. Shiv Kumar, Chief Minister is Siddaramaiah ji, and then you have Congress MLAs, who fuel that narrative, lack of a better word, and say that, look, I want to be the Deputy CM, we must have another Deputy CM, which is why I asked you. So if the High Command decides, if and when they do, that Bhupesh Baghel continue as CM, you will be okay with it?
Whatever the High Command decides, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I mean, I am very clear on that. I don't want to get stuck in this speculative thing. And we must, not allow these things to happen. What you're saying is happening maybe in Karnataka or what might happen elsewhere. We must be mature enough to see that this sort of a thing doesn't come out in public.